Welcome back to Chris Greenhill's Garage. I'm Chris. Oh, that's right, the boy isn't here for any of this. It's a solo adventure! Yay! Which means no one's going to watch it, because the boy's not in it. And nobody cares what I do or say. Unless I put the boy's picture in the thumbnail and catfish everybody and trick them into watching. Anyway, I am sitting inside my car, Project White Trash, my 1988 Ford Mustang GT. And in this video, I finally get the front clip on it. The nose, the fenders, I align the hood pins, all of that. It finally starts looking like a car again for the first time since 1999. Thank God. Anyway, enough talking. There's no 10-minute talking intro like most of my videos. Let's get to work. So White Trash's bumper and fenders kind of got thrown over here in the trash pile, which the cat is now sleeping in. Hello, Janie. One of our mini shop cats around here. And this thing got a bunch of stuff thrown on top of it, got all twisted and warped. So what I've done is the last couple of days, I've had this out here sitting flat on the ground with this old brake rotor on it, trying to flatten this out because all of this was twisted and torqued and wrapped around. Not sure what happened there. I've actually got a tear, some missing fiberglass over there. Of course, the usual suspects. These little decorative fake vents are ripped up, of course. That brake rotor has helped quite a bit because this was pretty nasty. It didn't even look like a Mustang front end a few days ago. Oh, I guess I don't actually have a missing piece. I guess this just got pulled apart. This is 1,000 times better looking than it was. It's flattened out pretty well. Get some metal brackets. I'm going to bring them through here, clamp this back together. I'm going to reinforce this. Like I said, these little decorative vent things are broken. I'm not really worried about those. Oh, yeah, and in case you're wondering, apparently the nose off of this car used to be purple. There's purple showing through everywhere. I didn't remember that. Got in a small wreck, crushed the nose, went and got a parts car, and this is the nose off of it. I guess it used to be purple. Didn't even remember that. Apparently this fender used to be black. I didn't remember that either. I really thought this was off the same parts car. It is not. This one's the original one. Still sort of white, but you know what? All of this is easily fixable with a little bit of rattle can white paint. Here's the rear bumper. I can't remember if my friends and I did this or the previous owner. I'm thinking my friends and I might have done it. Fiberglassed in the MU and the GT where it just says Stang. All the rage in the 90s. The next thing I need to do is get the hood on. So I ordered these cheap hood pins. Try to get the hood cowl on the hood to protect the engine. Hi, Mamas. This is Mamas the cat. One of the other shop cats. Her name is Mamas because she gave birth on my daughter's lap. And she's a mama. Hey, baby girl. If I remember correctly, these pre-cut little square holes were where this will go, and it should line up with my hood perfectly. I guess I should have recorded it, but I only had two hands. So I laid the hood on here, measured it, lined this up, installed the hood pin L bracket thing here, mounted it, and it was just a little bit off. So I bent it this way, and this should put it right under the hole in my hood. Got everything lined up. Unfortunately, this bracket is going to have to be lowered. This entire bracket is hitting over here and pushing the hood up too high. It's not actually sitting up too high and hitting. It's sitting too far back. It needs to go forward. When you push on this, the hood drops into place. If you push it forward. So either gonna have to re-drill this thing, or what I'll probably do, I'll probably put some spacers against the firewall and push this out a little bit. There we go. All the hood pins need adjusted forward probably a 1/4 inch. I'll get to that here soon, but I just want to put the hood on it, be able to store it on the car. And I know, I shouldn't have put it on. I shouldn't have done anything till the fenders were on, but oh well. This was very cathartic. And I'm glad to see it back in place. It's 2 weeks later. I haven't gotten to even touch my car. I've had other things to do. Isn't that right? Yes, I'm looking at you. Junior's car was parked and jacked up directly behind my car the last couple of weeks, being worked on. Our 1 or 2 day project did not go as planned and took a little bit longer. The only thing I've done lately is I put the Saleen whale tail spoiler on the car. It's not final installed. It's just sitting here. I mostly put it here for storage to save some space around the garage. But it is on the car, so the rear look is at least complete for now. My original plan was to take the nose for white trash and try to reinforce it, put some brackets in it, and strengthen it up while it's sitting here on the ground. I think I've changed my mind though. I think I'm going to put it on the car and then get it figured out. I don't want to brace and reinforce anything, then have to loosen it and reshape it or anything. So I'm going to try to get everything on the car and then line it up and try to reinforce it. I was just reminded of what a pain this hood is to deal with. It's not heavy at all. It's just so flimsy and hard to maneuver without hitting it on things. Let's see if it'll start after sitting for weeks. Great. Take 2. Close. Come on. There we go. Or not. Now we're cooking. So good to hear her again. I'm here at the scene of the crime of Junior's rear end rebuild for his car. Ugh, everything still smells like burnt rear end grease. It's probably the 3 gallons of rear end grease that we spilled everywhere, but who knows. I am going to run the internal bumper. This is going to be a street car 99.9% of the time. So yes, I could save a ton of weight by removing this, but I'm not going to. I've hit numerous objects with my cars throughout my life, and I will be needing this, especially out here in the hill country with all the deer. Cannot get this thing to seat in here. It's probably my garbage welding from my garbage repairs a couple of years ago, blocking it, but I can't get either side to seat. Is that a metal self-tapper back there? It is. Figures. My bumper appears to be shedding fiberglass particles. Everywhere I've touched this bumper is itching and welting up. Good times. I had whatever this is blocking the bumper from seating on this side. On the other side, I've got to go get a hammer and a tap to try to knock a piece loose over there. A little bit of massaging with the dead blow hammer, and we're seated. Ran a bolt on through one side, put a washer and a nut on the other, and we're done with the internal bumper. I ordered an entire package of these things. They are a different size than what was already on the car, but it's just going to have to work for now. I think it's best to install the fenders first. I don't remember, but that's what I'm going to go with. Oh, as soon as I grab the rattle can real quick. I probably could have done better prep, you know, by doing any prep. Could have put 3 seconds into this, but keep in mind this car is called white trash. I don't care, the car doesn't care, you shouldn't care. A little black in the rusty spots in the inner fender, a little bit of white on the outside rusty spots. Beautiful. Driver's side fender went on easy enough. It's not permanent mounted. I still got some adjustments to make. It's on there kind of loose, but it's got all the bolts in it and it's ready to be final fitted when I'm done with everything else. On this side, I sort of kind of welded over one of the holes I need for the fender. A couple of years ago, being stupid when I was first learning to weld. So I'm gonna have to get the drill and fix my screw up. Oh, that is hideous and ugly, but drilled a couple of holes and I've got my little spot intact. So go ahead and put the fender on now. I'm a little ashamed of myself. I should have just run a metal self-tapper through the top of the fender into this and called it a day. The boy will be very ashamed of me. That fender is finally on. Now on to the really hard part, the nose. That is a lot better. Now I know I should have done all the headlight wiring and all the harnesses and stuff before I did this, but I really needed to do this. I needed this victory. I needed the catharsis of having my car look like my car again really badly. And I need to be able to move it outside for a few minutes at a time and things like that. What is up with the gasser stance? Did I not seat that spring correctly? Something's going on here. The other side looks normal. Well, not really normal. Yeah, something must be up with those drag springs and those struts. Not sure what the deal is. Damn, that feels good. Just as imperfect and trashy as I remember. Tomorrow I'm probably going to go and realign this hood and realign the nose over like a 1/4 inch on each side and kind of line that up a little better. I still need to straighten the hood pins a little, but God, that feels good. I'm going to turn this thing around so I can get a picture of it next to Junior's car. The side skirts and all the little details are going to have to wait till another day. I'm almost out of time today. Oh my God, after just from moving that car a short little distance and turning it around, the clutch is so different. I almost stalled Junior's car just from the difference. That clutch activates right off the ground. It's all or nothing. This one's a normal street clutch that slowly feathers into engagement. I almost stalled both cars multiple times. Beautiful. You can hear my car over Junior's car from inside Junior's car with the windows up. Believe it or not, they're both running. I've been waiting a long time to be able to get this shot. Almost time for them to hit the streets together. And it's hard to see through the dirty windshield, but white trash is still living that cold, idle lifestyle. What is burning and coming up through the floorboards? I don't like that. It's a little bit harder to see with the hood and fenders on where I'm going. It's about 105 degrees outside, and after about an hour of idling, the car is up to 190. It's more than it's ever idled at, but it is holding steady. Might have an air bubble in the radiator. It might be a little low on coolant. Never really taken the time to address that fully. It's also the first time it's ever idled with the hood on, so it may not like idling with the hood on. Not enough air is escaping, probably. Can't really blame white trash for running warm. It is so hot outside today. Even Junior's car is running warm. Normally in the summer, it only runs up to about the O on normal. It's just that hot, and they've been sitting so long idling. That's how hot it is out here today. She is still warm. The whole car is hot. Everything is hot. My wife helped me take the hood off. The hood was scalding hot. The radiator's fine. The clutch is fine. The fan is fine. I do worry about that water pump. That is the used water pump off Junior's car due to budgetary constraints back then. That may have to go soon, but again, it's so hot outside, even Junior's car is running warm. So this thing never puked, never overheated. It maintained 190 to 200 under the worst circumstances, so that's a victory. Just realized I have appointments tomorrow and I may not get to come back. I'm hoping to put the side skirts on it tomorrow and complete the entire car. I'm not sure that's going to happen. It's the next day. I'm going to see if I can get this hood and fenders to line up just a little bit better. Well, this started off super easy. I just barely touched this and slid over. I guess this was hand loose. This one is not. Let's see what I can do about that. The fenders are ever so slightly better now. Just pulled a couple of bolts. This is pretty crooked, but I'm pretty sure it's this hood pin here. It needs to come over. All the hood pins need to come forward just a little bit also. It's not horrible. Pretty good for a car called White Trash. My bare metal gauge bracket was rusting, so I decided to put a little black on it. Who would have thought bare metal would rust after weeks of being exposed? I spaced the rear hood brackets about ½ an inch forward. This is the best I could come up with on short notice right now. If this is the proper spacing, I might come back later and put something a little sturdier in here. That's going to have to be good enough for now. I know you can't just look at it and see much difference, but the hood will now flop into place. It fits properly. It fits around the cowl. It's spaced forward just a little bit, so it's no longer sitting up here and hitting this thing. So it's better than it was, even though you can't really tell it. I've got to move on to other things now. I have both side skirts. The tracks appear to be in working order. I'm going to see if I can get these things to attach. Well, I had this on and it was looking pretty good till I got over here, but this wouldn't seat. That's because I didn't slide it in from the back. You got to put this thing on and slide it forward and clip this in under here. I already had all the screws in underneath. I had to take them back out. I'm going to do it again. It's got to come in from the back and slide into place. Ignore everything I just said. All of this has to come in from the top. You have to slide this side piece in and bring it down from the top, and as you bring it down, you have to clip this in from the top, and then this whole thing has to be set in from the top also all the way down. If you find yourself in this position trying to get a car back together and you're thinking, I need to go find OEM equipment to put it back together. The OEM equipment are just metal self-tappers all along here. That's all it is. So just grab you a box of metal self-tappers and put it back wherever it fits. It's all together and looking good. Now I have to pull the car out of the garage into the sunlight to try to get the other side on. That was super easy. Once I got the first one on, I knew what I was doing. This didn't take 5 minutes. Why is that fender so far back? Crap. Oh well, whatever. I've got some more alignment to do later on, but I'm happy with this for now. I just realized the door doesn't have a trim piece. I'm not sure why or where it went. You can see the glue that I just painted over, but yeah, it didn't have a trim piece. Not sure where it went. Oh well, future Chris problem. All of this is a future Chris problem. We have about 10 different shades of white on this car. It is aptly named White Trash. This is not good. I suddenly have a lot of metallic rattling coming from underneath the car. I'm thinking something the flywheel or the clutch let go. It's not good. Listen to this. I don't know if that'll show up on camera or not. That's with the clutch in. When I let the clutch out, it gets infinitely worse. Something's rattling loose badly. I hope that's not inside the clutch. Hopefully that's the starter, something mounted on the outside. But it sounds like the clutch. It gets quieter when I push in the clutch. Well, it was, now it's not. Not good. Oh yeah, that is definitely in the drivetrain. I can feel it through the transmission. Oh well, it's a future Chris problem. I'll get to it soon. Can't actually see anything. I'm an idiot. This is all it was. All of that, I crawled under the car trying to find this out. As soon as I took out the hood, I figured it out. Problem solved. I am dumb. That's it. That's all for this video. That's all I've got. I feel good. I feel accomplished, and I'm very happy with the results here. Hopefully here soon you'll be seeing a video where I do some dash wiring and get the dash wiring in order and possibly get this window to roll up. If this window rolls up, I can put the car outside and leave it for a while, pull other cars in here and get to work on them. Maybe it'll be headlights, maybe it'll be tail lights. Anyway, I think the next step really is wiring, because without any wiring, without brake lights, tail lights, headlights, windows, can't put this thing on the street and see what it's got. I mean, not that it has a title, registration, or insurance, but soon, all soon, coming up very soon on Chris Greenhill's Garage. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.